Pre-surgical exams we do to make sure that there is nothing else we need to take care of on surgery day, and to make sure that they are healthy enough for anesthesia, that there's no reason why they wouldn't need to go under anesthesia or it wouldn't be safe. Doing abdominal palpation, so we're feeling in their abdomen for any masses or anything that feels abnormal. Lidocaine injections to numb the area so it's not as painful for them. Cerenia is an anti-nausea medication, so it, just like people going under anesthesia, animals can get nauseous too. And so we give our clients an option to give a Cerenia injection, which is an anti-nausea medication that just makes them feel better. And when they wake up from surgery, they're not nauseous, they don't feel kind of queasy. It does cost a little bit of extra money, but it's really worth it, and I feel like it's a really kind thing to do for the animals. What I'm doing now is we're putting some eye lubricant in, is because as they go under anesthesia, they can't blink, and their eyes can get dried out, and that can damage the cornea, which is like the front part of their eye. And so we put a little bit of eye lubrication. We try to be careful about what we're doing around their heads and protect their eyes. This little clip is called the SpO2 monitor. So what it does is it monitors the oxygen saturation of the blood, hemoglobin in the blood specifically. And so that gives us an idea of how much oxygen the body is getting, because obviously we want oxygen circulating for organ function. And so just like when you go to the doctor and they put a cuff around your arm and it takes your blood pressure, this is taking his blood pressure. That's another thing that we want to monitor during anesthesia for safety of the patient, to make sure they're not getting too deep under anesthesia, and also to make sure that they're not getting too light. So we've got our SpO2 that monitors oxygen. We've got our blood pressure cuff that monitors blood pressure. Courtney just hooked up what we call the ECG leads, or electrocardiogram leads, and you hear the machine beeping. So that is monitoring his heart rate, and it also gives us a waveform that tells us the electrical activity of the heart, so we can make sure that the heart is beating the way it should. And while the animals are under anesthesia, we monitor these vitals and we keep track of them so we can tell if something is going wrong, whether that be maybe we need to back off of anesthesia a little bit, or maybe they seem like they're getting what we call a little bit light or waking up a little bit and we need to get them a little bit deeper. Kitty neuters are very quick, easy, simple. So a lot of times, like I said, it's going to take us longer to do all this than it will for me to neuter the cat. So then we have other things that we check, like mucous membrane color, we watch respiratory rate, all those types of things. We're not going to give him anesthetic gas, we're just going to give him some oxygen and see how he's not feeling it. He might feel a little bit of pressure when I exteriorize a little bit more, but so we know that he's under a good plane of anesthesia because of his heart rate, because of his breathing, because he's not reacting. Our lidocaine block worked. It's going to be a good experience for him, which is what we want. So I'm just going to kind of clean him back up here, get him ready to wake up, and then she's going to give him his anti-nausea meds, and we're going to probably give him a reversal. And then when we give him the reversal, he'll wake up from anesthesia about 5-10 minutes, kind of about the same time it took him to fall asleep.
And it's 10 mg per ml.
Good morning. He's like, whoa.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon.